Good, Jonas. Hope everything's well, brother. Brendan, what's up, brother? Good, Fact Loop. What's up, brother? What's good, TP5? Welcome back, bro. DAX 40? What do you mean by DAX 40? Good, guys. How's your morning? Pretty good. Can't complain. GER 40? Okay. I'll give you my opinion really quickly. This is bullets, bro. I'll be honest. You have to wait for high probability longs. Can't do anything else. That's your only option. Hmm. Hmm. Target for today is 1 a.m. lows. Not a bad idea. Trust your bias. I think we take out London highs and dump. We've already taken out London highs. Do you mean high of day? Pre-market high, 7 a.m. What's good, Ash? AMVs, what's up, brother? Jaden, what's up, brother? Roddy, what's up? I got my top sub account back. Nice, bro. Very bullish for open. Okay. You trading PM? Yes. Today, PM session will be a lot better than AM session. And dog's already filled, but yeah, we could go back up. It's a possibility. How come PM session will be better? Because we have FOMC minutes in the afternoon today. We'll cover the game plan, no worries. You can hear me twice. I think you might be the only one, bro. So maybe, I don't know if you opened stream twice, or do I have my stream open? I don't, so I think it's you, bro. I'll let you know if my model. 1 sec. Let me take a picture of this. Post it here. Was it my model pre-market? Yeah, 9 a.m. open, small shift, short-term high, 8:30 retraction. I mean, you could make the argument. I don't trade pre-market though. 2, 3, 4. Isn't that London high? No, London is from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So this is actually pre-market. Once 7 a.m. hits, that's New York pre-market. So 7, 8, 9 is a 3 hour interval where it's considered New York's pre-market. Although it doesn't really matter. It's all just skeptics. It's the high here. I think that matters more than what time it was put. in my personal opinion. That's just me though. The 2 chains. Sugar pops needed? I need you, bro. Why is FOMC only that meeting minutes? Usually it's not 2-stage event. Basically, one, the Fed chair is not there, so they can't have a press conference. He's at Jackson's Hole. He's at Jackson's Hole or whatever. He's probably going there right now. That's one. Two, they do this every now and then. They don't do a full press conference. They just release, it's literally a piece of paper, and they just release it. Usually when they do it like that, it means nothing significant happened. What's up, Manny? For me, we're bullish today, 4-hour gap. Possible. I'll make it really clear. Don't worry. Okay, let's start covering the game plan, so then we can talk about the giveaway again. Giveaway is end of the month. Okay, listen closely. There's a couple things that needs to be discussed if you're going to trade today. One, higher time frame order flow and weekly power of 3 tells us that in terms of probabilities, Monday's high is not likely to be taken. Okay, that's number one. So higher time frame order flow currently and the weekly power of 3 tell us lower. That's a really important point. That's number one. Number two, intraday, what have we done? The daily power of 3 tells us we've manipulated above and have not went below. So the intraday power of 3 also tells us lower, most likely. So the probabilities are stacked for a lower price run. I know some of you are bullish. You can still be bullish. Doesn't matter to me. I'm telling you guys the probabilities with my model in my system. So I'll say that one more time. The weekly power of 3 and the higher time frame order flow. Those are the two. I only look at two things when it comes to bias. Higher time frame order flow, which is the daily chart. It's obviously bearish. No one can say otherwise. Yes, it's not maybe a full shift, but currently, right now, it's bearish. We've shifted. We got this CISD after the high. There's an inversion here. We're getting deep into this fair value gap. That's not what you would want to see if we were bullish. The order flow has shifted. We could retrace. Today, price could do this, and that's fine. Order flow would still be bearish. But right now, higher time frame order flow is bearish, and the weekly power of 3 says we're not likely to take Monday's high. That's the higher time frame. Intraday, what have we done? Asia went lower, consolidated around midnight, and London went higher. So currently, the last run on price was higher, meaning no one from London has been stopped out. This is a very common narrative. The probabilities are stacked that we're going to take out this low, at least by the end of the day. I would not assume this low to stay intact. On top of that, not only is there a low here, we also have an old daily low here from Thursday, August 7th. They're equal, which makes it even higher probability that we're going to take out these lows. Now, yes, in hindsight, it obviously could potentially just pump because we're inside the daily bullish fair value gap. But you let me know what kind of trade you want to take. One that's going to be a lower time frame CISD or whatever, expecting all this move to unravel just because of the daily bullish fair value gap, even though we've been very bearish? Or would you rather take the short towards the equal lows when everything is pointing bearish? So it's just about probabilities. And the probability states it's more likely to go lower. Now, that's bias. And that's kind of game plan. Going into open, I wouldn't want to see this high get taken. If this high does get taken, then it's simple. We would just wait for something like this. So those are the two scenarios in terms of likely trades. I would prefer this high not get taken. I'd prefer it stay intact. So what really I would expect is 930 to dump and then retrace and then continue, similar to yesterday. But if it takes the high, then again, we look for a full reversal and that's fine. If we take this high, we'll probably trade into new day opening gap. We may even go to previous PM session high, which is fine. It doesn't even change the bias. It just means we're retracing higher time frame, and that's it. Hopefully, if that happens, like if we start retracing higher time frame and we get to like previous PM session high, by that point in time, it should be pretty obvious. So either we can take a protraction model like this or something, or we just simply don't trade. And hopefully, if that happens, the model protects us from taking a loss, right? Obviously, we're bears. So if we get like a short setup and then we find out that, it's going to be a retracement day, oh, that's fine. It's not a big deal. But hopefully the model protects us. We'll obviously look for something high probability. But there's something else we need to discuss. And that's the fact that there's FOMC minutes in the afternoon. Now, if there's FOMC press conference, I don't trade the afternoon. I don't trade the morning session because there's way too much volatility that's going to be injected in the afternoon. Means the morning session is going to be dry and dull. Now, this is FOMC minutes, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different because it's not a full press conference. They're literally going to release a piece of paper and say the rate is the same or whatever. That's probably what's going to happen. It's pretty much happens every time. So that changes things, But if we get an A+ setup, I will execute on my fundeds. If the setup itself is not A+, because right now the narrative is really strong. I'm going to be honest. The short narrative for me is really strong. But the setups we're going to get intraday, they're probably not going to be that strong because of this. So what are we going to do? We're going to primarily make it very simple. If it's not an A+ setup, we're not going to execute the fundeds. And that's it. Overall, are we not on oversold worth? What are you using to determine that? Today, FOMC 12. Will you be live? I might be, actually. We might do a double stream today for FOMC. We'll stream from 2 to 3. Possible. We might do that. Should I do that? If I'm trading on my computer, I will go live. In the afternoon as well. Because that's when I want to do. That's when realistically, this narrative is all good and all. But if the market's going to stay sideways, it doesn't mean shit. Everything I just said means nothing. We're going to be consolidated in London's range the entire morning session, and PM session will see the larger move. Realistically, that's the most probable one. Gatie, start a series where you trade Forex. I was doing that at one point, but then I realized it's kind of hindering my Nasdaq because I also trade stocks, so makes it difficult. Glad I followed you. Yeah, of course. Can you explain what a daily BTC is? It's the reason I don't want to say daily bullish fair value gap is because if I write daily bullish fair value gap, people will think that means I'm expecting it to go higher. It's not really a daily bullish fair value gap unless you're expecting it to be respected. So it's a buy-side imbalance. It's just a gap left when price was going higher. So yes, daily bullish fair value gap, sure. I don't call it that because if you call it that, a lot of people will think that, oh, it means price is going to go lower. But that's not true. We're looking for shorts today. But it's probably going to be really choppy. Why is Palantir down so much? I don't know, but I might buy soon. Fits my model criteria for stocks. About my first account at Alpha, use your code for discount. If you use my code for Alpha Futures, DM me on Discord so I can add you to the giveaway. We're doing a really big giveaway for Alpha Futures. They also have 25% off right now, but putting that aside, we're giving away a full trading setup. And we're giving away, so yeah, full trading setup. And also 3 accounts or 2 accounts. So 3 potential winners. The stocks are better than that. The giveaway will end in August, the end of August. So we'll give people 1 month. Can you give me your Notion template to journal trades? It's in my Discord in the ebook section. Doesn't matter which account. Doesn't matter which account. Giveaway in UK also. I mean, if someone in the UK wins, that would be best. I'm gonna be honest. But we'll ship it anywhere, so it doesn't matter where you live. I'm planning on buying my first fund next week. Which one should I choose? If it's your first one, Alpha Futures Zero account is probably your best bet. It'll be easiest to make return on your money. I'm not from the UK, no, but we're gonna ship it from UK. That's why Elliot won. You're right, he is from the UK, but no, that's not why he won. He had the most entries, believe it or not. Giveaway in Malta too. We will get it to you. Worst case scenario. Okay, North Korea, I don't know about that one, but worst case scenario, we can't get you the PC setup. We'll compensate you for something equally in value. You know, like we're not gonna fuck you over. Okay, it's 9:30 open. We'll keep chat open today, or should we close chat? Giveaway end of August. I was gonna say. Oh, I got Palantir on my watch list with alerts, bro. Don't you worry. Do you ship to Somalia? We'll get it to you, bro. I expect market to dump on open. Yeah, we're dumping right now. The reason I expect market to dump on open is because, like I said, listen closely, because like I said, what did I say? I don't expect this high to get taken. So I actually like this dump right now. I think it's a good thing. I actually think we may never come above 930 today. And it's just one-sided from here. And that's it. So we're here. Standard accounts. Yeah, I use standard accounts. I love the standard account. I have my accounts open. We'll see if we get something. Let me switch to this. Oh, but I made all my annotations. I will just trade here. It's fine. Okay. So you guys know the drill. Mark out your opening range gap. If we're really bearish, let me explain to you. If we're really bearish, opening range gap is a breakaway. Oh yeah, we're removing NDOG. Screw NDOG. We got RTH gap right here. Closing price. So remember what I just said. If we're really bearish, just like any other fair value gap, that's why I said I don't think this high is going to get taken. And that's why I said I don't think this high is going to get taken. I wouldn't be surprised if we go straight down to midnight or Thursday, August 7th low. This is a part of the outlook for me. So we'll see. Gatie, check how it reaches 1 a.m. lows before macro. It makes sense, right? Because think about it. There's a lack of volatility in the morning. Hold on. Give me 1 sec here. I'm going to take a small position in Palantir. Should I wait for 151.5? It's probably going to get there. We're being honest. Surely it goes below low of day. 151.5 limit order. I mean, we're talking about cents here. It doesn't really matter. Auto filled. It's a small position. I'm going to take a small position in Palantir and look to dollar cost average this investment. This Forex dump. If it keeps dropping, would you attempt a reversal model instead? No, definitely no. Protraction model, maybe. Options, or are you buying stock? I don't do options. I do stock. We'll set an, I set the alert, right? Yeah. Let's set an alert there. And let's set an alert for... There's one time. I think 151.10 is very possible. Would I buy more at 151.10? Nah, I'd have to come all the way down to like 148 for me to buy more. Okay. Small position. Don't you just trade the PM session? I'll trade PM session today. We'll do a double stream today. We'll do a double stream. On your first one, good luck, bro. Keep it nice and steady. So, we trade into this fair value gap. If we close below here, bearish order block. That's a protraction model. However, this is not something I can trade because look at the risk to reward. It's 1.2. Pretty small. If you want to take it on an eval, okay, not a bad idea. Maybe I'll take it on an eval. We'll see. It wouldn't be something I would take on a funded because there's not enough room to reduce risk. Name of YouTube channel, GatieTrades. Have we flipped bearish? I don't think we flipped bearish. I think we've always been bearish. Let's check the dollar. Dollar looks bearish as well, unfortunately. YM. Is YM pumping? Yeah, some weird stuff going on, man. Weird stuff going on. I mean, YM is pumping. What's YM on the daily chart saying? I mean, surely YM goes lower today. Daily chart should also go lower, I think. And then dollar on the daily chart. Took out the high, started breaking down. It's a tough situation. They're kind of out of sync in terms of order flow in the higher time frame. I mean, YM looks bullish. YM's almost at a new all-time high. It's like in the scopes. Dollar looks bearish, but NQ and ES look bearish as well. So it doesn't really align. You think we're taking August 7th low today? I wouldn't ever. I think that's the draw. Whether we actually touch that level or not, it's probably not going to happen in the morning. I mean, if it's, don't force that level. I do think that's the draw. But yeah. Because remember, we don't need to be right in order to make money. You have to always remember that. Very key point. Don't trade to be right. Trade to do what makes most sense. That's what matters. Show you what? What do you mean by that? This is NASDAQ. I trade stocks on the side. Trying paper shorts. Good luck, bro. No, there's probably an inversion in here, 15-second or something. What's the bias for NAS? Lower. You know something I can journal my trades? I'm new to trading. I wanted to write from the beginning. If you want something to journal your trades for free, you could. Oh, we didn't get the OB. Never mind. If you want to journal your trades for free, go to my Discord. Go to. This is free, by the way. Go to ebooks. See this? Master Journal. For free. You can take it. I'm personally bearish. I'm trying shorts on paper. Good luck. YYIM. How can I backtest for free? The easiest thing is Trader Kaza. What's your win rate? Currently, we're averaging around a 75% win rate on my Alpha Futures accounts. Not trade. Daily win rate. Daily win rate. Trade win rate is 58%. Daily win rate, currently it's 75 on my Alpha Futures accounts. That's the only data I can give you. I've had those accounts for a couple months. What the one website called you showed us where you can track your expenses as well? That's also another free journal app. It's called tradescale.app. You can try that out. Top at 360, don't enter on 360. Possibly. How can I get payouts for free? Copy trade me and hope I'm on a win streak, I guess. It wouldn't be free though. Zoom in a little. Zoom in. I mean, I can zoom in, but I usually like trading like this. Like this is a pretty average. Like this is like pretty good. What's your win rate next month? Are you on a win streak right now? Currently, we are. Yeah, we're on a pretty good win streak. I mean, like trade win. I mean, I don't know when our last loss was. I don't remember. But what I do know is we've been pretty consistently like 75% win rate over the last like 3 months. So pretty nice. You ever hit 1K viewers? I don't know because I usually don't have chat open, so I don't know how many viewers I actually get. I actually have 520 right now, which is kind of crazy. I know yesterday we got a really high number because I peaked a little bit, but usually I don't. I don't check. Best trade copier if you use any. I just trade with Project X. Um, you trading in the morning or 2 p.m.? Both. No first presentation yet. No. On yes, there is, but I wouldn't use this because NQ doesn't have it. You could make the argument this, but it's a sloppy one. Would you prefer TradeScale or your Notion journal? Good question. If I was first starting out, I would use TradeScale because I want to keep track of my expenses. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't use either. I use TradeZella and Discord. So TradeZella keeps track of all my statistics, my win rate, my P&L, my equity curve, my drawdown, my profit factor, my risk reward. It does all those calculations automatically for me. So I would want to use that so I can get the data. TradeZella is paid for though. So you got your W for longs. Oh, YM longs? Yeah, we were just talking about that. YM looks pretty bullish. Good stuff, bro. Nice and clean. No, I wouldn't use this because it didn't open inside a liquidity pool. Also, that criteria is really fishy in my opinion. What I can say is, if there's a 15-second fair value gap there, I mean, yeah, I guess you could use it because on the 15-second. Anyway, we talked about that short to Thursday's low once we get the OB. This is OB. And this is probably that short playing out. Again, it's only 1R, 1.2R trade setup, so it's not something I would look to execute. But we're probably going to cover Thursday, August 7th low, or close to it at least. It could edge Jackson Hole Symposium. Midnight open. Now, if you shorted the fair value gap, if you have a model in that, you could have covered 2R almost. What's that riddle that you just said? I don't know. Oh yeah, if that OB gave me like even like 1.8, 1.5, 1.7, 1.6 maybe even, because the idea is simple. I want to make sure that price can move a significant amount, like realistically, and that was a 1 point, like that's what stop here. Basically the stop loss should be here. Who knows where I'd get my entry? If I put a limit order here, like that's like best case scenario. If I do everything correct, 1.14. The reason I don't like that is because what do I do when price? I can't keep taking trades like this because what am I gonna do if price reaches Thursday, August 7th low? Am I gonna full close? Am I gonna break even and pray for 2R? I could have done that, but then I don't have enough room to manage my risk. So this trade is literally SL, TP, or break even. No room for risk management, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Now on an eval, different story. Opinion on GE German 40, it's bullish, bro. It's bullish. I only need 3K profit to pass the funded on Top Step, or did they change the rules? If you got a 50K account, yes, that's all you need, 3,000. What do I think of live trailing drawdown? I think you have to go about it very smartly because it can bite you in the ass, as it has done to me many times. Bias was bearish. Thanks, brother. That finally passed one. Nice, bro. You also need 50. Did you make that in 1 day? Because you're not allowed. You got to make it in at least two days. You could short right now. You could still short. I don't short fair value gaps anymore, but again, it depends on your model. This is technically another order block. I mean, again, you could fizzle out a 1R. Surprisingly enough, it would have actually given you an opportunity to reduce your risk from here to here. But I mean, it's too tight. Should I try going on live account on top step on XFA is better? I would just open a personal live account. Don't do a top step live. Just do a personal one. No, the reason I'm not entering the order block here is because it's not enough risk to reward. The TP is too close. Is what I'm trying to say. TP is too close. Sure, in this instance, it played out. But if I take this trade 100 times, my win rate has to be, significantly above 50. So it's a little bit skeptical. Maybe if it wasn't FOMC minutes in the afternoon, then we could have executed the order block here. This is a classic protraction model. This is like basic stuff. It's just simply this candle is too large, so the entry is not good. Why are we so bearish recently? We shifted on the daily. That's it. Simple. Nothing more. There's the August 7th low. So that's pretty much our buys playing out. Now you have to ask yourself something very simple. How much lower below Thursday, August 7th low can we go? This is maximum. If we get below, this is like maximum. Let's say we inverse this fair value gap. Okay, we probably take out the monthly low. But it's a tricky situation because on the daily chart, there's not really much. It's this low, which would be resting in discount. And then there's the monthly low, which is August 1st. So, not simple. We had a nice monthly power of 3. Open, lower, close above. We have the weekly BISI all the way below. I wouldn't look at the weekly BISI yet, but I mean, yeah, you could mark it out. The monthly low is there. Easy draw. Use that. It's hard to say how low this is going to go now. We don't know. We don't have to go any lower, realistically. We could stop here. There's an SMT at August 7th low right now. It's a pretty large one. I'm not saying look for a reversal right now. I would not do that. But what I am saying, see Palantir hit low of day. Nice. What low was this? August 6th? August 6th low. I mean, yeah, that's a stretch. I'm gonna be honest, but it is possible, and I'll tell you why it's possible. Because there's nothing significant between now and this low. Like, if we're bearish, we should have no problem getting there. I mean, we could have scalped that move, but it's not a big deal. So we'll just see how far this goes. If we really want to know, take Asia. That's -1. Take high of day. I like -1 Asia. This is dumping. Should you really ask to go short then? Could it reverse after receiving August 6 lows? It could reverse now. It's possible. It's just about probabilities. It could reverse now. I'm be straight up with you. There's a big SMT at August 7th low, and we're in discount. We've done this is, I don't know, this is a full daily reversal. We're taking out the monthly low or not. We don't know that yet. Right now, it looks like we're probably going to take out the monthly low. Depends how we close today. Like, if we start to wick aggressively now and start reversing, okay, we may not. But I think today is the deciding factor. If we close bearish, like if we close near low of day today, yeah, I think the monthly low is the next draw. I would need today's price to close, But it could start to wick right now. Like right now, it looks like it's going for it. But if we start to trade above August 7th, the really large SMT there, just to put into retrospect, I'll show you guys the SMT. It's like this. This is the SMT. And again, I'm not the person to say, oh, SMT means reversal. But we've taken out sufficient sell side. So if this is a retracement, we really shouldn't go much lower than this. If we take out this low, we're probably coming for the monthly low. You know, a simple narrative like that. EF took out low of day. Good question. Are you expecting 6? It's not something I would look for, but it's possible. The way it would work is not now, though. The way it would work is NQ is approaching the monthly low or weekly low, whatever, August 6th low. And then what happens is NQ starts to consolidate and ES dumps. Don't you trade PM on FOMC days? Today's not FOMC press conference. It's just FOMC minutes. But I'll trade both. I'm trading both today. Although we have to be patient here in the morning because we've already taken out our main objective. And we're trading at low of day. Took a dub on that short. Nice, bro. I'm all with you. It's volatile. Why don't you take the market open trade? I mean, there was an S&P inverted the FEG and had a CISD. Which one? Here? 930? 930 doesn't meet my criteria for a trade. The only setup that met my criteria was this order block and this order block. I didn't take it because the risk reward wasn't good. Simple. Why did we dump? We're bearish. Caught a 1R on an eval, 1.2k more to go. Yeah. I mean, like I said, on eval, 1R is solid. You really can't complain on eval. Like, if you risk, I don't know, 1,000 to make 1,000, like, it's chill. How do you know we bearish in the morning? Like I said, it's a probability thing. The higher time frame order flow is bearish. Weekly power of 3 says bearish. Daily power of 3 said bearish. And intraday order flow said bearish. There really wasn't anything telling us we're bullish at all. Like, straight up. So, if you were bullish today, I'm not going to say, like, readjust your thinking. But just ask yourself, were you bullish because the market was telling you it's more likely to go up? Or were you bullish because you just wanted to see a reversal that gave you a crazy trade? You know? Don't just be the guy that's like, oh, we took out lows, so we're bullish now. No, that's what you want to see. Are we actually bearish? Look at the higher time frame. What's the order flow telling you? Look at the power of 3. What is it telling you? You're the most disciplined trader I know. Appreciate you, bro. I do my best. Being live definitely helps. What was your reason to be bearish? Okay, we'll cover it again. Number 1, the daily order flow is bearish. We shifted. Took the high, CISD plus inversion. That's number 1. Order flow on the higher time frame. Number 2, the weekly power of 3. If you trade my power of 3, then you know we're not likely to take out Monday's high. It's just not probable. It's low probability for that scenario to happen. So if we're not going to trade higher on the week, means we're more likely to trade lower. So where can we trade lower to? We had equal lows right here, which makes it a really good opportunity to do something. Those equal lows that we had. Obviously, we took them at that point. And that's it. The daily power 3 also said bearish. We only manipulated above midnight opening price. And then we broke down here. I even said on market open, I don't expect this high to get taken. And I don't expect this high to get taken. As soon as this candle printed, I said I don't think it's going to come back above here. And it's just because We don't need to go any higher because we're not supposed to take this high, probability speaking. So if we're going to already come this close and then break down, why would we come back above? And at that point, I did not expect it to go this far down. I'm going to be straight up. I'm not saying I expected it to go this far down, but I did expect August 7th at least. How do I calculate contract size? Depends on your model about protected highs and lows. No, it's about power of 3, which obviously puts in protected highs and lows. But yeah, sure. After taking wind, you recommend getting off the charts? Depends on your personal psychology and yourself. Me personally, I keep trading, but at first I had to walk off. Now I prefer to keep trading. New PO3 daily bias video. I have a bias video on that. I have a pretty recently-ish new one. Where did you? I didn't short. Not enough risk reward for me. I'm definitely not looking for a reversal model now. The next best setup would be once we form this 15, maybe a 10-minute. You might be able to get, I don't know, if it gets really aggressive. Yeah, I took a small position Palantir. We're going to buy more, though. We're going to buy more. If it keeps going lower. We could potentially go for, yeah, monthly low. I have that labeled on my chart as well. It's quite a stretch, but we might get there eventually. No trades yet. We go back into rate days, bro. I can't trade confidently on these big sell days. I mean, I feel you. I mean, this, in my opinion, I mean, there's a couple opportunities to get in here, but it's not clean like yesterday. Yesterday, it dumped, gave us a nice retracement, and then a nice, like this one, it kind of just dumped the first OB at 933. Just blew your account. Did you click buy, bro? Random question. I'd appreciate if you could answer. Yesterday on Nasdaq, why is the 959 downtrend break of 959? Sure, bro. Let's look at it quickly. I'm curious what you're saying. 959. Oh, I took this trade too. No, this is a good trade, bro. I'm gonna be honest. This is a good trade. It simply just wanted to go a little bit higher. That's all. I took this trade as well, I think. I would take this trade every single time. And I did. I took the exact same trade right here. I literally formed here, formed here. This one's a little bit a higher probability because it's more in premium. But don't overthink it. If you took this one, all you have to do is stay in the right mental space so you can also take this one. That's it. It wasn't invalidated. Why did it lose? Because not every single setup is going to play out. In my opinion, that's simply that. Simply put. Like, that was a good trade. I personally would take that trade every time. So I'm not saying you should use that for a confirmation tool or anything, but if it was me personally, I would take that trade again. So what called the sell off this morning? Any news? I think the market's just selling off, bro. To be honest. I think the market's selling off. What is the command you do to change time frames? It's not a command. I just type 15, 2, 3, minute, 10. Just type it in. We're looking for right now. That would be like A+, something like that. Seems like we sell off, then Powell saved us Friday. Maybe. He's like, fine, guys, I'll cut the rate September. And then market pumps. That's what I'm kind of hoping for, to be honest. That's why I'm buying stocks. I closed my short at August 7th low. Damn, could have got 100 points. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda, bro. It's always going to be something like that. Don't beat yourself up over it. Every single trade, you could have done something a little bit better. Don't beat yourself up. If you want to be the most profitable, it's about being very consistent. Not about making the most money in your next trade. You closed your position, I would have passed my funded. Be grateful. It could have been a loss. Be grateful. It played out in your favor. The probabilities played out in your favor today. What is it? Yeah. ICT said if 930 takes prior of org highs or lows, 930 will come first presentation. No, that's not what he said. He said if 930 opens inside a liquidity pool. You could argue it opened below this liquidity pool. So sure, you can make the argument, but it's not clean. I'm gonna be honest, it's not clean. But sure, use it if you want. It's up to you. You gotta do your due diligence. I personally wouldn't just take anything ICT says. For what's it called? Not for granted, but like do your due diligence. You know, you have to have your own conviction. ICT saying something is not enough conviction for me. ICT has said a lot of things. Which stock should I invest in? I'll tell you one thing. Don't just buy something and expect it to go up. Do some research. Develop a model. I can give you my stock model. It's not mine, actually. It's someone else's. And I took it from them and made it my own. It's a very famous one. Today's FOMC minutes. What happened from the news? Nothing. I mean, are they gonna blame this on news? Let's see. I don't know. Did they post something? I don't think this has anything to do with news. What? Who put a sell rating on Nasdaq, bro? Funny. So Wall Street said for subdued on mixed retail earnings on Fed meet. Yeah, BS shit, bro. BS. I don't believe that for 1 second. What I do know is we should set another alert for Palantir. 3 month. They already have one. Weekly. Monthly. I mean, 128 is a crazy alert, but I think I probably should have it. If we get to 128, that's a serious red flag. I'm gonna be honest. We should not. I mean, I've seen worse. Like, look at this. We were at 125, came all the way down, but that was like news, you know. I mean, that move was 81 points, and then you have this move, which was 60. Yeah, that's fine. No, that wasn't a classic model, actually. It would have had to went above 930. Because 930 did not go above, it doesn't count. What's a stock model? It's called Canspin. I haven't read that one, blood. Why are you buying Palantir for trading at 160x, earning super and overinflated? It's the most obvious short. Alright, then go short it, bro. It's up to you. If that works for you, up then treat it as first presented, but personally, I don't count at 930 ever. Yeah, just like I said, find your own conviction. ICT said use first presented at 930 FEG. Am I right? No. He said if 930 opens inside of an RTH liquidity pool and has a single pass, then you can use it. So you could argue, yes, we opened inside the liquidity pool here. 930 inside this liquidity pool, but beneath it. And then we get a single pass. So yes, in hindsight, you can use this according to ICT's new, new criteria for whatever. After the dumper, you tried to any trades. I would expect August 6th low today, probably. I bought Palantir back in March, thank God I. Oh, nice, bro. Nice ball paper, thank you. How do you do that? How do you do what? Did you see VIX pumping? No. I shorted ES at 939. Yeah, that's a valid trade. I mean, for me. Hopefully it's also valid for you. What's your POI? I don't know what that question even means. Org high and low, gang. Oh, RTH? The easiest way, right-click your chart, settings, symbol, electronic trading hours, just switch it to regular. Is there any reversals? I would not look for any reversals, personally. How many languages do you know? I mean, I guess you could argue 3. Traction from a 15. That would be the best scenario for traction. Who's buying on the Wix candles will get cooked. I would agree. What three? What do you mean, what three? You definitely don't speak. Oh, Arabic, French, and English. But obviously, my English is a lot better than my Arabic and French. I can understand a lot better than I can speak. I'm Iraqi. What are you laughing, bro? How'd you learn French? I had to go to French school. I am Canadian, yeah. Finally passed the alpha account. I think for me, passing challenges now is harder than achieving payouts. I agree. Yes, I do, Jeremy. Did you take a short here? I did not take. If I take a trade, you guys will see. I never hide my trades. I lose in front of you guys. I win in front of you guys. Nothing to hide. Where can I learn canceling? It's not hard. You just need to know realistically where can you learn it. ChatGPT is probably the best place. I'm being straight up with you. I'm not joking. Not even a little bit. Ask ChatGPT to teach you CanSlim model by O'Neill. O'Neill. I've been using it. I've been using a what's it called? I've been using a very like an alternate version of it, like one that I alternated for myself, but I'm gonna pivot back to using the full model. What was the investing tracker name again? I'm not sure what you're asking. What do you use to trade stocks? Interactive brokers. ChatGPT can teach you anything for real, especially canceling. I'll tell you that much. Why don't I see the big void on open? That's in regular trading hours only. Model for what? Stocks. Do it again. I missed it. Right click your chart. Go to settings. Go to symbol. Where it says session. Toggle regular trading hours. It'll show you where we finished trading yesterday and then morning. Are you so calm seeing price dump? What's not to be calm about? I mean, I was bearish. I didn't know it was going to go this far down. But I knew one thing, that I didn't expect it to take this high. So I thought it was going to be more choppy, but we ended up dumping. It is what it is. What do you use for trading? I use many things. This is TradingView. Alpha rules, if I take payout, how much do I have left? Whatever your 2,000 minus whatever your payout is. If it's a 50K, I'm definitely not taking a reversal now. You can't find it? You have to go to the 1 minute chart. What's your strategy for stocks? Cancel them. It's not my strategy. I take zero credit. It's not mine. It's someone else's. I mean, I use it myself. It's a subjective thing. You have to do your own research and stuff. But it's not my model. It's William O'Neill's model. One of the best stock traders to ever do it. Was that whole done because of the 1 hour FEG tap? No. Don't think like that. I would never think like that. The market doesn't move because it tapped the 1 hour bearish. Did it move from the 1 hour bearish? Sure. But it didn't dump because of the 1 hour bearish. Can we get the stock model? Yeah, Google it. I tell you, like I said, it's not my model. It's CanSlim by William O'Neill. I've been using it for 2 years. And I've been pretty successful with it. It's free. Google it. It's not hidden information. He's one of the best stock traders in the world, and that's what he uses, and that's what I use. It's on my screen now. How to identify a mitigation block? High. I mean, that's not a mitigation. Not on this time frame. When we have a high here, low, if we retrace and move lower, this will be your mitigation block. Or no, sorry. This, whatever the low is. It's basically simple. It's this. high, low, lower, high, lower, low. It's a continuation block, I guess you can say. We can, if we trade back into here, we don't expect the high to get taken, so we respect the mitigation. It's for mitigating losses, by the way. That's why it's called. So it's not a breaker. No, they're two different things. Is this a breaker? Sure. It's the breaker pattern. But is it really a breaker? No. Because how can you form a bearish breaker in discount? It doesn't make sense. Just passed 3 evals. Nice. What did you just put up? This is my stock model. I'll teach you guys how I use it eventually, but for now, you can just take the model. If you want to start, or I don't know. Don't just take the model and start picking stocks and buying and selling. Don't be that guy. This is real money. It's no joke. You gotta take it serious. Yeah, this is pretty lame price. It's pretty lame price action, but we're probably gonna get to August 6th low. Ended up getting ES to sell off to August 7th low, I'm guessing. Where is it? Almost there. No, not really almost there, but it's getting there. What a crazy day for FOMC before FOMC. Like, damn. Nasdaq dumping 3% in 2 days. It's kind of crazy. There's protraction models in here. Whether or not, which I have to use, I use interactive brokers. Can I ask what you're looking for now to take a trade? I'm going to be honest. The next trade is going to be on eval. Again, it would have to be a protraction model, but like, it's so far in discount that it's just probably not even worth it, I am trading tomorrow. A lot of protractions formed today. They all formed, in my opinion, not A+. I don't think there's a single A+ setup today. Some people would disagree. I don't really care. There's nothing A+ today, in my opinion. Yeah, let's check out some crude oil. Oh, hell no. Awful. Gold? I have a black line here on gold. Oh, daily order block. We took previous day's high. Yeah, we could reverse actually. It's a 15-minute shift. Yeah, you could look for a gold short. It's kind of aggressive because what is that pump? I guess like Nasdaq dumping gold. Gold and Nasdaq should be inverse correlated, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But we can just. Did you ever got a margin call? No, I don't trade with margin. Not for stocks. No trades yet. I'm up 2924. I'm gonna go attack on Clash. How to get top set payout? 5 winning days. I will stream if I'm trading PM, I will stream it. So just remember that. If I'm trading it, I'll stream it. But I'm gonna be honest, after seeing this dump, I'm happy we took wins Monday and Tuesday because what the hell? I didn't miss any entries. There's 2 models of mine that formed. Both of, I guess you could argue 3. None of them were A+. And what I said today was if I'm going to execute my funded, it has to be A+. The reason they're not A+ is because they're not significant retracements. It's too far in discount. Maybe this one, the 1R1, but you thought it would be long today? Why? Did you take a trade? No, not yet. Like the 5-minute FEG tap and 30-second FEG lower, but it's too slow. Yeah, pretty dull. Pretty dull. Stream PM. If I'm trading PM, I'll stream it. But if I'm not gonna trade it, then what's the point of streaming? What I gotta find out is the next price level I want to buy Palantir. I feel like 128 is I feel like I don't touch it until 128. I don't touch it till 1 minute 8. And then if it starts making higher highs, we just buy more. So we'll set an alert at 155. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. How do you get real time? You have to pay for real time CME data. Give us some more stock picks from Williams' model. The next time, I always post my personal picks in the Discord. So you can use that. Are you done for the day? Not necessarily. August 6th, low is the draw. One mini would retire my whole family today. I pray for one day of an insider trade. One mini today would retire your family. Let's say you shorted 930 open. Oh, that's a lot of money, bro. Can you imagine how much money people made today off this short? Because obviously people were in shorts. And let's say they were in shorts from 930 open. I'm talking like big dogs. 6,600 a mini, bro. It's just too much, bro. Do you always risk 0.5 on fundeds or up the risk? I risk less. I risk 0.25. And yes, I always risk 0.25. Except right now, because I'm going for a big payout. I risk 1% on my live. Although I have to remove my live account. I would not look for a reversal. I feel like on PA 50k 250 risk is kind of low. I risk even less than 250. You're gonna stream afternoon after this much expansion? Probably not, to be honest. If I'm being completely honest. You up for the month? Yeah, definitely up for the month. I was using interactive brokers, and then I switched to Tradeovate, but I think I'm gonna switch back because on interactive brokers you can see the SL, and I like that. Reversal, maybe a PM? No, I really don't think. Unless the Fed, I don't think he can, but let's just say he cut the rate. That would be such a manipulation move. Imagine the Fed cut the rate and then it just pumps shit in PM. That'd be crazy. I'll make an okay trade. Take care, bro. I don't look at volume. After August 6th is taken, do you think there can be any more setups for this AM session? I'm gonna be honest, bro. We may go all the way down to the monthly low today, and I would not be surprised. Would I have progressed from 3-4 months ago? I feel like I progress every single month. If I'm being honest, as long as I'm reflecting, I'm progressing every month. I have 50,900 paid. It's on my first payroll form. You don't have to pay again if it's a funded account, bro. Wait, did you do the monthly activation fee, bro? Yeah, I'll trade FOMC, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Bro, you did the monthly activate. Bro, why you do? Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. You cannot be doing the Apex monthly activation. Like, why would you pick that one, bro? Did you plan on having the funded for only 1 month? It's like $30 more, bro. What's good, Roger? I wouldn't force the payout, bro. Don't force it. Last thing you want to do is blow the funded because you tried forcing a payout. You got to trade properly and just get there. If you're trying to do it in 1 month, you have until August 26th. That's it, bro. You got to risk like 500. Try to get to 2600. If you could cycle the funded, the monthly activation is worth it, but you can't even cycle on Apex. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be really aggressive with a nice win streak. How are you so calm looking at price dump? Well, once it got to like here, it's pretty obvious it's going to go to August 6th low. And I also knew that it's not going to form an A+ setup, so this has happened many times. Just think about it like this. Like, what am I supposed to do? I wouldn't go back and do anything differently. Like, I wouldn't take this order block if I went back in time. At least I hope I wouldn't. If this setup presented me 10 times, if this setup presented me 100 times, I'd probably only take it once. Maybe. I don't even think I would, to be honest. Not even one time. Not if this is my draw and it's FOMC minutes. How much would you risk a day? I personally always risk 0.25% on my funded accounts. Assuming I'm not going for a large payout. Why would you think we're going to take out the monthly low today? Just curious. I don't think we're going to take it out, but I do. When I give you guys a draw, it doesn't mean I think price is going to take it out right now for sure. When I say it's the draw, it means simply set up short or higher probability than long, because eventually we're gonna get here, you know, and that's the narrative. On risk management, I already have a video on risk management. It's in my Gems PO3 system series. Where do you see this dropping to? August 6th, potentially monthly low. We might get a setup here, a shitty one, but you know what? Just to push the button on eval, or maybe even just paper. Maybe. You know what's funny about these markets though? It'll dump. This is my experience. It'll dump the whole day until you go short. Then it starts to retrace. Why are we dumping? Just bearish. With the help of Powell this week, could we? Yeah, with the help of Powell, we could definitely get there. Can you peep Discord? I tagged you. Sure. You're right. It generally be like that. It'll dump from discount every single time until you short discount. Then it goes higher, and then you go until. That's my experience. Where did you tag me, brother? And no, Roger, no fundeds. I would have taken the A. If there was an A+ setup, I would have taken it, but there wasn't. I don't know where I got the message, bro. I'll be honest. Can you send a message in general or something? Fed Governor Criminal Investigation. Oh, you're H? Oh, okay. I was looking for Ross, so I didn't know. Oh, congrats, bro. You passed 2. Nice, but you passed 2 accounts. I got you, bro. Use your code 2. I'll add you to the giveaway. I just have to remember. I'm just gonna send myself a text. Ignore that message. Nice. The best setup will be a 1030 PO3 idea. Send me a message on Discord. If you use my code, then I can add you to the giveaway. Long term out. 1 right now. 3%. I'm up 3% and risking 2%. Is that normal? Just depends if you're going to be profitable with that or not. You need to find out. You trade today. I walked away just before the move. I'm happy with my win from yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit biased in not pushing the button on this order block because I already took wins. I took 2 wins Monday, and then I'm up from yesterday too. So I didn't want to push it today on a setup that wasn't like the best. But no, I didn't push the button today. Yeah, should I leave a buffer on my alpha account if my max round is 100K? Oh, no, you're good. You have 4,000 drawdown, brother. If you have 100K alpha, you have $4,000 to work with. It can go down to net 96,000. A plus only. It's not even just that. It's just like on a day like this, I would for sure want A plus only. So took a small scalp long in the minis, caught up crumb. I mean, sure, damn. Aggressive, but damn, yeah, whatever works for you, bro. Whatever your model permits. We're going to all-time highs now. When will this reverse? In my opinion, what the Fed chair cuts rates. It's FOMC minutes, that's why. But after my payout, does it reset to 4%? On alpha, no. Whatever your payout is, Joe, do $4,000 minus your payout. That's how much money you have left. I'm trading a 100K alpha 0, risking 1K trade. Yeah, fire, bro. Good plan. When can we expect the rate cut from the Fed? We can't really anticipate it, but if you ask me, I think it's going to happen in September. Are you going to collaborate with Funded Next? I don't know. Should I? What do you guys think? They messaged me. They want me. Be straight up. They want me. Can you explain the 40% consistency rule? It's very simple. When you go to request a payout, your total profit, whatever that number is, make sure that your best trading day, so whatever day you made the most money by the end of the day, it cannot be 40% of your total profits. You should try. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up what they offered me. They said this is what I have to do: post 5 times on TikTok about them. And I was like, I don't want to post about you guys 5 times. I've never even used you guys, so I don't want to lie. So I said, this is what they offered: if I post 5 times on TikTok, they'll give you 12% commission with a code, 120% reward coupon. I don't know what the fuck that means. Three accounts to give away to my community, 1 account for myself, and if I perform well, they'll renegotiate. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about all that stuff. I told them straight up that I don't want to post on TikTok because I haven't used them. You know? I said if I use you guys and I like it, I'll post you guys on TikTok more than 5 times. It's Funded Next. You know, straight up. 5 times overdoing it. I don't mind doing 5 times, but only if they're actually good. You know? Funded Next is good. I'm sure they am. I've never tried. So like I posted Alpha way more than 5 times. Alpha's never even asked me to post for them 1 time. You know? But I always post Alpha because I mean I want you guys to use them because obviously one I'm affiliated, but because payouts are easiest with them. Fivers, I've never used them. The good thing about yeah, I mean I literally haven't tried them, so I'll tell you what I can do. I could do a series trying out the account, posting on it. Better Apex Alpha or Top Step. Depends on your goal. If your goal is to get a payout as easy as possible, Alpha Futures. If your goal is to get infinite scaling, 20 Apex accounts, you can only do that with Apex. What is org low? Opening range gap low. That would be great. What would be great? That would be a good series. Yeah, I mean I would do it. Tradeify, I think they're like a little bit worse version of Apex. Easy payout to start banking and then move forward. Use Alpha first and then move forward. You could short this. Would I even take this on an EVA? You could short this. And I mean, the risk reward is not really there, I'm gonna be honest. But we all have missed opportunity, kind of. But you could. Tape read it. Is Alpha Futures the only firm that doesn't need buffer? That I know of, yeah. Anyone using Take Profit? Take Profit's a great firm, to be honest. Don't short that. I'm not. I'm tape reading. What books do you recommend? Please read Trading in the Zone. What account on Alpha Futures does not require a buffer? Sounds great. The zero or the standard. Benefits of Alpha Futures. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The only one that really makes it stand out is the fact you do not need to build a buffer in order to request a payout. Meaning, you just need to meet the consistency, and then you can request. You can make 500 bucks. Say you make 150 bucks, 150 bucks, 150 bucks. On a standard account, you can request all that money. So the two main features: one, whatever you make, you can request. Not if you get the standard account. Whatever you make, you can request. Number one. Number two, you don't need a buffer. I took a short on the last FEG that got retested. Good luck, bro. My fund futures had no consistency rule. Which account is that? You think AMD is a buy now? Ask me at the end of the day. Or ask me tomorrow morning when I run my canceling model on it. No, I'm not shorting this. This is a tape read. What account of Alpha? Yeah, I have messaged you on Discord. Got you, bro. I shorted YM. It was cleaner. This is a tape read. If I don't push the button, it's a tape read. I do my evals one by one, yes. What is the buffer necessary? Because if there's no buffer, we'll easily blow the account. There's no buffer on my fund futures. Depends which account. My fund futures core, scale, and pro. Which one's the best? Or which one can you compare to Alpha Future Standard in terms of price? The risk of the stop loss varies. That's why you have to change how many contracts. You know? We put in an SMT here, so if I was in this is a tape read, but I would just terminate it now and that whatever break even. It's not worth it. Wait till 10:30. Let 10:30 trade higher, then break down. How do you normally copy trade? I put Apex together and I put Alpha together. Simple. You think we can go 304 points up again this week before we go down? It's possible. I don't try to trade retracement stuff. So if that's what happens and I'm still bearish, I'll look for the continuation. You use software. It's like built-in software. What's your ATM win rate? In live market right now, it's pretty close to like 80%. Like around 80%. What do you mean by tape read? It means I know my model formed here, but I'm not executing because I don't think it's worth it. Simply put. Did we trade into that? No, we didn't. Yeah, that's all it means. There's a difference between tape read and then study because tape read is still live. So for example, I say, okay, my model formed here. I'm not going to push the button because, you know, it's super deep in discount, but I do know this is my model. So let's just see what happens. But you say like, okay, I see that my model formed here. I'm just choosing not to push the button. It's a lot different than saying, oh well, oh yeah, my model formed here and I could have TP'd all the way down here. Like that's hindsight, right? That's the importance of being in front of the charts live. Because every time you go back in time, of course you're gonna say, oh yeah, my model formed here and I would have hit TP. Or like my model formed here, look, it played out. Yeah, of course you're gonna say that. But you're not gonna look at the ones where the model formed and then you would have lost. You're only gonna see the ones where your model formed, but it would have won. So that's the importance of tape read, because it's not hindsight. Backtesting counts. I mean, it's different than tape reading, but yes, backtest is good. You just put there because you're not in. Yeah, if you ever see me put this tool, it means it's a tape read. I don't ever hide trades from you guys. It's been almost 2 years. I've taken every trade in front. This is the tape read. Not in this trade. No trades today so far. However, we could maybe get a trade here that are actually worth taking on an eval. If we trade up, if we get something like this, we just might be able to get enough risk to reward to take the trade. No, the inverse is valid. It's just too far in discount. Any videos you recommend mastering on daily bias? Yeah, I would watch my daily bias video. I'll be straight up with you. After taking a payout on alpha standard, do you need to trade for the next 2 weeks to get a payout or just wait? I am wondering if it's worth it if it's a small payout first or is it better for the split? Yes, exactly. Do that. As soon as you're eligible, take a small payout and work your way up to the better splits. Exactly what you should do. As soon as you're eligible, I would just wait. Especially with your first one. So for example, let's say you get it alpha funded, you take 5 trades, you lose 2. Or say you take 6 trades, you lose 2, you win 4. Okay, you're eligible for payouts. Okay? Don't trade until your payout date, request payout, and then go again. You didn't receive any email do you have the account on your dashboard? Do you ever trade live fundeds? What do you mean by live fundeds? Are you taking the SMT long? You guys are talking about long? Hell no. Long to what? This high right here? Maybe. What do you think about instant futures funding? I think it's cool. I think I get a better return on my investment if I do it myself, but whatever works. Top side is payout 90% or 50%. The split is 90%, but whatever profits you make, you can only request 50% from it. So that's how they trick you. Oh, there's no consistency rule, but you can only request 50% of your profits. Okay, so same shit, basically. Standard or advanced? I use the standard. That's my preference. Are you trading Friday when Pal speaks? Yes. Like live funded accounts, topside make you trade after waiting for a third. No. I don't trade those. I've never been moved to live. What platform do you use? I use right now Alpha and Apex. How do taxes work for trading? Depends where you live, brother. For me, I have to report how much I make. I have to say I made this much from this much, and then I can write off some expensive. How long do you stay in trade usually? I'd say the average is around. Let's not include the 1 hour model because those trades are like sometimes less than 1 minute. Probably like 10 minutes, probably. Sometimes longer, sometimes less. Alpha X is not like TopStep. It's Alpha Ticks, not X, but it's not TopStep's platform. It's third party. If I stream PM, it'll be at 1:45. I'll start stream, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we will. Any advice if I have 50% tax on trading in my country? You have a 50% tax of whatever you make from trading? That's probably incorrect, bro. What country do you live in? Do I prefer CFDs or futures? Definitely futures. 1R is the ATM model? Yeah. My 1R ATM model. Is Alpha better than the rest now? I would say 100% yes. But it also depends what you're looking for. For example, say you want to get a really big fat payout and you work on your accounts for a couple months. All right, Apex is the best. You can get 20 accounts. But if your goal is just simply Apex is the best firm to get the easiest chance. Your best chance of getting a payout on the account that you purchase is Alpha Futures. Period. Top sub versus Alpha. I have a full TikTok on that. I'll just watch it. Me too. I'm in Germany. I need to pay 50%. We look for 1 hour model today. Yeah, that's probably what I will do in PM session. In which case, I'll just post it. Usually, when I say I'm streaming PM, it means I'm not looking for 1 hour because it's FOMC. Any tips on passing evals fast? 752R. What's your win rate on the model you trade when you stream? Protraction model? That's just one of my models. Right now I have 75%. If I pass eval in one trade on Apex, when do I get payout? You gotta get payout is separate from eval, brother. Yeah, basically it's impossible to get paid. You can get paid every week. You just have to trade every day until you make 200 bucks. So if you have high trade frequency, if you have a high trade frequency, you can do that. You can squeeze 1R. You can squeeze like pretty decent R out of this. You could short this. I'm gonna paper trade this. Paper trade. Paper trade. ES trades up in, closes below. That's an order block with an SMT and daily low, high probability draw. Yeah, puts it up here, whatever. My fill's shit. But whatever. Why paper trade? Too far in discount. Also, I don't want to entice people to take a low quality trade. If I say I'm taking this on my accounts, more people are gonna copy a trade that's not A plus. What's the frequency of ATM model? I can probably find it like every day. Do you always trade 1 hour in PM? Except FOMC, then I look for more. What YouTube video can I watch to learn protraction model? Gems Power of 3 playlist on YouTube. Is it realistic to pass your first fund if you're profitable for 6 months on demo? Sure. Why not? What's stopping you? We took out the stops here. Pretty significant wick. Is there a reason behind all this bearishness? Why do people always say that? Why did no one say that when the market was pumping? Is there a reason behind all this bullishness? The market's bearish. Selling. What's the reason? Institutional sponsorship, probably. Institutions taking profits, institutions selling, whatever you want to call it. You trade all your accounts at once? No. This is a paper trade? Yes. It says it right there. Paper trade. The model is still formed. It's not like I'm trading randomness. This is still my model. I just understand the probability is lower than normal. Any tips? Yeah, 752R. I only need 600 to pass my alpha. Should I wait till tomorrow? Just wait till tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably hedge funds algorithms. It's probably some sort of profit taking. Why not trade all your accounts at once? At least all your funded. I prefer account cycling. Sometimes, if it's a really good trade, I'll take it on all. But sometimes, like for example, Monday and Tuesday, I took it on all my accounts. But it depends. Also, where I am, what's the situation. For example, when I'm in the gym, I only trade Apex because then I can trade on TradingView on my phone. What's your paper trade win rate? To be honest, I almost never do paper trades on live stream. I just wanted to push the button today. I rarely do paper trades on live stream. Yeah, I went 4% over on one eval with alpha. What happens will be a slight increase. You went 4% over. That's a lot. You're gonna have to make more money to pass. You take ATM more, mode more. Oh, ATM's only in the PM session. Gatie, who you have the chart on the paper stone or something like that. I don't trade. That's CFDs, brother. I'm on futures, so CME. CME is the data. Trump again tweeted Fed should resign. He'll cut the rate, I'm sure. Or the new guy they'll hire will cut it. Whoever Trump puts in, or however that works. Which indicator to use for S&P? I don't. I mark it myself. I don't use any indicators to annotate anything for me. You can view this as a bearish order block. Bring the stop to 0686. 87. Cut the risk by very significant amounts. Is Nasdaq CFD and NQ futures the same price? No. They're pretty much moving the same. There's going to be slight differences, but they move the same. Different price. Would you take this on an eval? Yeah, I just honestly CVA. I'd rather just not trade. Trade tomorrow. Trade PM session. I'll find something better. I'm not in the right. I wouldn't be comfortable taking this trade and then losing. I'd probably feel like shit. You know? So I'd rather just trade it on paper. I took a 2-to-1 off that 5-minute FEG. What did you start trading? I started 4 years ago. There we get stopped off. Slight loss. Yeah, we'll see if it gets August. I mean, it'll probably still get the August 6th low. Is there any chance of a better setup? No, not really. Not really. This 15-minute was nice. Although even here, the model's not really there. By the time we get the inversion, look how far the candle is, all the way down here. So if you shorted that, I mean, you could have shorted on ES 1026. So I guess in hindsight, yeah, you could have went like this. But that's hindsight, you know. You reckon they'll cut the before September? I think they'll. I mean, listen, they don't. They may not even cut it in September. I have no idea. It's just me speculating. This would be another OB. Whoops. Yeah, we got pretty much a one ticked on that. I don't know. It's a paper trade. Who cares? So see, like something like that happens. Imagine I was on an actual account. How frustrating would that be right now? There's August 6th low. So simply. Yeah, it's a nice scalp idea. Not my style. Actually, let me not do that. And that's the one trading view is not showing the regular trading hours for org. You have to go to the like minutes. Go to the 1 minute chart and then do it. How long have you been profitable? To be honest, it's hard to answer that question. I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty profitable since the beginning. but I've been improving every day. So I don't know. Depends what your definition of profitable is. Any tips on avoiding early exits? Journal and study when you exit early. You reckon they'll come before September? Yeah, I don't know. But I think if I had to guess, September. Love your content. I appreciate you, bro. I'm done for today. Will you be streaming later? Probably not. I mean, that's literally all the levels I would have possibly expected. Do you recommend funded next? I don't know. I might partner with them. They want me to. We'll see. How do I buy a fraction of NQ? I don't have 23K. Oh, brother. You have a lot to learn, my friend. This isn't the price. There is no price value of NQ. You trade with margin. If you want to trade one contract, you need, say, $100. But you don't spend $100 to buy it. This is points. This is not dollars. This is points. 1 month give you the best results? So far, July. In backtest or like so far this year? So far, this year, my best month was July. August is going really good too. If we can keep it up. What do you like about the book Trading in the Zone? It puts into words everything that you already know that you need to do better. It puts it in words for you. How many payouts have you had so far these past couple months? I had 2 in August, 3 in July. 5 in so far, July and August, 5. But in May, I had 0. In June, I had 1 at the end. But say I have a 50K funded, I'm able to buy in, or do I lose the eval because I lose 2K? What? You can buy in. You're good. You got any other book recommendations? I really like Market Wizards. At what point in your training journey did you decide to start creating content? That was around a year and a half ago. How many months in was that? Around 5 months in. I got my first payout last week, Friday. Nice. What's your code for Alpha? Gatie. Gatie. We took 1 paper trade shorts. Besides that, no trade day for me. Appreciate you, by the way. I have 300 more to pass eval. Should I lower the risk with the same setup or make the TP lower? Trade the same. If you go for 2R, for example, just risk 150. Don't do anything crazy like risk your whole account or something that's going to make you regret losing. You always want to execute, whether it's for $1 or $20, always with precision. What's your setup trading evals again? What would you recommend for me getting an alpha account? If it's your first ever payout you're going for, I would go for a 0 account. Just get 1, start small, try to make money from that, and then go up. Don't rush the process. What's long? No. If it's not your first one, just get the standard. Why do you like alpha better than top step? Getting a payout is easier because you don't need a buffer. Well, it's hard to say how much lower this goes. We're only, I say only, but 266 points away. It's pretty hard to say if we're going to get that level today or not. I don't really think there's a way of telling. Lunch will probably retrace if lunch does what it normally does. So 1050 macro, sure. We may see a move higher. I don't know how much higher. I wouldn't expect much, but that's it. If there's a price limit, if it goes -2, no, price limit is -5%. So you're chilling. Not even close. I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. 1050 macro could potentially move higher, but again, nothing's clear. I think the monthly low is definitely the next draw. Whether it's today, tomorrow, or next week, I think eventually we will take out the August low. And then from there, who knows, right? Maybe it moved back to all-time highs. Maybe September also moves lower. Maybe we get the weekly, bullish fair value gap, which is right here. And then from there, potential longs. We'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I will be live again tomorrow. I'm not going to stream PM session because I'm not going to trade PM session. I'm just going to take the day off, no trades. We're already up Monday and Tuesday. Not that that usually influences me. I don't care whether I won earlier. I usually keep trading, but I don't want to force it on a day where we already took out every single objective I even thought was remotely possible. I didn't even think we would get far this down or get down this far, but we did. It is what it is. I appreciate you guys coming through. How much money do I need to start trading future prop firms? You only need like say 200 bucks. But if you lose your account, you're going to feel a lot of pain. So you got to save up some money. I'll be trading Thursday and Friday. Appreciate you, Mr. Dollar. No trades for today. All right. I appreciate you guys coming through. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time.